Originally released on the album Superstition in 1972, the second song in our collection was also released as a single that rose to #1 on the charts in 1973. A song that aims directly at the heart with clear lyrics that are known by millions. Say it with me now. You are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around.
That one throw in the first half, about 20-yard pass, it was a toss. I'm like, oh, come on, guys, gotta knock that down.
I know. Yep.
I love these kids, they're awesome. I saw them all, that's what I figured.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marching Saints. The 2019 Marching Saints are under the direction of Micah Volz. Drill by Mark Waymeyer. Original ballad medley arranged by Pat Jensen. Drum majors are Nick Rediger, Sierra Rusnell, and Sarah Sept.
Back to it.
Thanks, girls.
Great job, and thanks to Mr. Micah Volz and the St. Clair High School Marching Saints. At this time, we'd like to draw your attention to midfield, where members of the St. Clair Athletic Hall of Fame Committee are preparing individuals for our 2019 Hall of Fame induction. Getting inducted tonight as a community member is Miss Leslyn Moore. St. Clair. She and her husband Fred had two highly successful daughters that participated in multiple sports at St. Clair High, but most notably as tennis players, as both girls earned all-state honors during their playing careers. However, Leslyn's greatest gift to the city of St. Clair and the East China School District came by the way of leading a group of dedicated community members and school personnel in the rebuilding of the tennis courts at St. Clair High. Our community courts is a testament to the willpower and graciousness of Leslyn, and local tennis players are indebted her never give up efforts to get these courts built. This summer, Leslin was instrumental in bringing a Midwest USTA tournament to St. Clair, drawing in the best 16 and 18-year-old players in the Midwest. For these reasons and many more, Leslin Moore is the epitome of a dedicated community member, and we welcome her to the St. Clair Athletic Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Being inducted in the female athletes category, Miss Robin Galasso. Robin Hannerhan was a hardworking athlete for the Saints back in the mid-1970s and had no problem competing with the boys when it came to earning a spot on the team. She was the first girl to ever play high school baseball in the state of Michigan. She was also a runner for the boys track team during those years as well. In addition to these sports, Robin also played softball and girls basketball and was a member of the swim team as well. She was the St. Clair High homecoming queen her senior year, but says that her greatest athletic achievement was not even as a player, but rather in raising two sons that went on to be state championship athletes at Brother Rice High School. Congratulations, Robin Galasso. Another female athlete being inducted tonight is Miss Lisa Higgins. Lisa Higgins participated in girls basketball and track and field at St. Clair High. She was one of Hall of Famer Fred Shaw's first star players at St. Clair High School, playing on the first basketball team to ever win a district championship, which occurred in 1984, a year she also served as team captain and was selected as a member of the Times Herald All-Area Girls Basketball Team. Lisa was also a proud member of the girls track and field team, participating as a four-year letterman from 1982 to 1985. In 1985, her 4x40 relay team earned a trip to the MHSAA state finals. Lisa has also served in multiple positions as a middle school and high school coach. However, her most rewarding work has come as a teacher and counselor at St. Clair High School, now in her 30th year on the job for the students and school community of St. Clair, her hometown. Congratulations, Miss Lisa Higgins. Being inducted tonight is a male athlete, Mr. Jim Pinan. Mr. Pinan is not here tonight, but some of his accomplishments, including an outstanding basketball player for the Saints, earning several accolades during his playing career, including all-league and all-area honors. Jim went on to play basketball at SC4 out of high school and recently earned Hall of Fame honors at SC4 for his playing career successes. Jim later went on to play tennis at the University of Arizona. He also became a tennis pro in the state of Arizona and still lives out west and works in that capacity today. Congratulations, Mr. Jim Pinan. Also going in tonight as a male athlete is Trevor Halawadi. Trevor was unable to attend tonight. During his cross-country running career, Trevor helped lead his team to 2 undefeated seasons and 2 Division II state championships. He earned all-state honors his senior year and was also twice selected All-MAC Conference and All-Region. Trevor went on to run at the collegiate level on scholarship for Ferris State University. Congratulations, Trevor Halawadi. Up next, Mr. Cody Smith. Cody is one of the most decorated runners in the history of the cross-country program at St. Clair High School. Cody was an integral piece of the 2012 and 2013 state championship teams, helping lead the team to 2 straight undefeated seasons. During that time, Cody earned All-State honors 3 times. He was also selected All-Region and All-MAC Conference over the course of his running career. Following his impressive high school career, Cody went on to run at the University of Detroit Mercy on scholarship. Congratulations, Mr. Cody Smith. Up next, Mr. Adam Gazowski. There is little doubt that Adam Gazowski is one of the hardest working runners in the history of cross country at St. Clair High School. He too was a key member of the 2012 and 2013 state championship teams, earning all-state honors his senior year as the Saints took it all. Adam was also twice recognized as All-Region and All-MAC Conference. He went on to run at the collegiate level for Aquinas College on scholarship. Let's give one last round of applause for the 2019 St. Clair Hall of Fame induction class. I'm going to blow through that last little bit. Yep. If you would like to nominate someone for the St. Clair Athletic Hall of Fame, go to our website, stclairathletics.org, to get a nomination form and email it to schshof@ecsd.us. There's also directions in tonight's Hall of Fame program. Congratulations, inductees.
Welcome back, everyone. John Carter along with Coach Denny White. And St. Clair leads Hazel Park 13-0 after the end of the first half. Saints scoring with Evan Kriske on a 9-yard run, and then 2 field goals from Sean Donaldson. And Coach, really strong defensive effort, as we said at the end of the first half, as Saints have kept Hazel Park away from their end zone, and it would have been really done a nice job with their passing attack.
I thought it was an excellent defensive effort. Even on the passing that they completed, the Saints the spot would be open and the Saints would close very quickly and make the tackle. I was surprised that with the momentum initially that we didn't keep that momentum. And obviously that has a lot to do with Hazel Park.
Well, and you mentioned the Saints hit a little bit with the injury bug here, in particular on that offensive line with we got Jagger Zemer and River Palumbo, and now we understand that Lance Schweihofer is also injured, Carter Dombrowski, who usually plays tight end. That's tough to keep that cohesion of the line going with that many people hurt.
It's very, very difficult because that, as you mentioned, it works as a unit, and they know the other players' little quirks and tendencies, and they can anticipate it. Where if you keep putting new people in there, A, there's a lot of anxiety for the new people, and B, there's not the cohesiveness that the others have developed.
So we'll have to see what impact that has on St. Clair as they go through here. There certainly were some nice holes for Brennan Ruba. He's had a very strong opening half, probably close to 100 yards, I would think.
I would think so, yeah. He ran, there was a great deal of individual effort, but once he hit the hole and then just beyond the hole when he started to get tackled, he fought through those tackles, but there were holes every time he ran, I think.
So Saints lead the Vikings 13-0. The Saints will be kicking off, and that's been another story as Sean Donaldson has pinned them back very close to their goal line on every one of his kicks so far this evening.
A major weapon, and often overlooked, like you had mentioned earlier, that it's not uncommon to see people kick like him in college and the pros, but to see it happen in high school so consistently is really unique.
And the Saints going to want to avoid a couple of the penalties, both the last drives. They were certainly difficult penalties that occurred and that extended things for Hazel Park, and then there's another penalty, a holding penalty on a run that was going to be a scoring play for St. Clair, got called back.
Yeah, I think that the penalties have made a difference, and it certainly just stops your momentum. And if you take the penalties that slow down the momentum and you add the new lineman in, it probably explains how come they were little more conservative than we anticipated at halftime.
Well, and we were wondering what kind of program Hazel Park has, and I think certainly we can say that there's some very good runners and receivers on this team.
Absolutely,
And
they're
they've shown a
like
lot.
one step from breaking it more than once today.
And we've seen Ralph Bush, Nathan Hardiman, and the quarterback Diaz all make pretty good offensive plays. So be interested to see here. Donaldson will be kicking off a little bit cooler now as we move past 8 o'clock tonight, and see how Sean's kick goes here as they start off the third quarter.
They say that the adjustments you make at halftime determine whether or not you're going to win the game. So it'll be interesting to see the adjustments that both teams are going to make.
Donaldson will wait the signal from the referee. And there it goes. Another deep, hard kick. This one all the way, and he picks it up at the goal line. A little surprised. Breaks away and out of bounds at about the 25, 25 or 26. Looked like the Saints had a chance perhaps to corral Hardiman there inside the 5, but he broke it to the outside. Again, good hard running, and they're quick.
That was a much better return than I anticipated. I thought he should have probably just let it go in the end zone and take it at the 20, but this worked out much better for Hazel Park.
As we've noted all night, Hazel Park does not huddle up. They look to their coach on the sideline. He gives a signal in, and they go to the play based on the signal. Diaz in the backfield with him is Bush. Fake the handoff. Diaz, a little bit of room to the outside. He got about 3 or 4 that time.
Diaz scrambles for a gain of 5 yards.
Josh Schmidt on the
Schmidt
tackle.
again with a tackle.
Yep.
Josh Schmidt.
And Schmidt's certainly been called a lot. It's a good indicator if your defensive line, if your name gets called quite a bit.
Yeah, he's done an outstanding job tonight, and I think it also reflects that Hazel Park has determined there's no spot up the middle for them to run.
That was a high snap and off the hands of Diaz. He fell on it, but he he basically lost everything they gained and a couple of extras, so it's going to be third down now and about 11 or 12. And that changes the complexion quite a bit. It's these little mistakes that Hazel Park's made tonight that have hurt them. It's like the third or fourth time. They haven't lost a fumble, I don't think, tonight, but they've had the ball on the ground at least 2 or 3 times. Diaz rolls right in pursuit, a bunch of St. Clair people, and good defensive play as he cut in front. That was Lenarski, and Jared made up that ground very quickly.
He did.
Made a good defensive play as that throw was short and out of bounds. Watch this now. Number 11, Jared Lenarski, comes in at the last minute and really steps in between the wide receiver and the ball. Good play.
Nicely done. The receiver came back for the pass too, and Lenarski stayed right with him.
Marshall Schweiger, deep for the punt. Number 6 is Nathaniel Hardiman. And again, a low snap. He scoops it, gets it away, low punt, and I think that hit the player from Hazel Park back near the 50-yard line. Yep, that it's not a dead ball. The Saints could still pick it up if they'd like to, but the ball will go back to the place where it hit the Hazel Park player.
Where it was first touch, right?
Again, good field position for St. Clair. They'd certainly like to capitalize on this. Saints out of the huddle. Donaldson goes right. Lenarski split our way. Gleason in the pistol. Schweiger in motion. Nice move. Good cut back, and he gets about 10 or 12 yards. And also Schweiger with a strong run. Didn't use him as much as I thought we were going to.
Did not. I was surprised. They must have saved him for the second half because he is certainly a weapon.
Lenarski and Schweiger come to the sideline. Ruba and Kriske, I think, are deep now, along with Gleason. Evan Kriske, nice hole, straight up the middle. And he's got a burst as well, all the way down to the 25.
Nice run. Nice run. Nice hole. Excellent hole up there.
Good enough for another first
And you know the
down.
Saints would love to be able to do this strong running game here in the second half.
Sure would.
Both Kriske and Schweiger have. So, Coach, good hole there. And Kriske just took advantage of it. Strong run. This is Ruba, and he gets 5, 6, or 7 as well.
The carry tackled by number 52, Connor Johnson.
Connor Johnson made the hit, but it was already
The 2nd and 3.
looked like 6 or 7 yards downfield. And if you, as a running back, if you're untouched that far down, that's an excellent play, well blocked.
It was really a powerful run by Brendan Ruba. He has just had a night tonight.
Saints certainly with some weapons, with Ruba at the speed, and then Schweiger and Kriske as well. Dallas. And that didn't look like much. That's going to be a first down.
It is, yeah.
And what happens with those short handoffs to the fullback is it quickly gets to the line so quickly he doesn't have to get very far to make some yardage.
And the linebackers in this defense are so accustomed to him just going into the line and blocking somebody that there's a tendency to not focus on him as much.
I'm not sure how that's not a. It's marked on the 15.
Yeah, how it's not a first down.
Yeah. Wide open. Good cutback.
Oh, there you go.
Kriske,
There
his
you go.
second touchdown.
There you go.
You can see that development, Coach. Good throw.
Gleason to Kriske with the touchdown.
Walk us through this, Coach.
Okay, he just swings out, so there's an easy pass here, and now it's who can you beat? And there are more people there than they want there to be, and he just does it on his own. He
Nice.
just knifed through 3 people and avoided 2 others.
I don't think you're going to bring down Evan with an arm tackle.
I don't think you are.
That's his second touchdown of the game. That ball is
Ooh,
partially blocked. And no good.
They've been close a couple of times to blocking it.
8:39 to go. St.
So
Clair
for the first
9,
time, Donaldson doesn't
Hazel
convert,
Park
but the
0.
Saints pick up another touchdown. Evan Kriske with his second of the evening. About a 15-yard swing pass that he just took through most of the Hazel Park defense. And the Saints will kick off again as they lead 19-0. And that's exactly how they wanted to start the second
Exactly
half.
right. Yep.
Stuff Hazel Park and then come out and score on your first possession. John Donaldson again will be kicking off. And this is where Hazel Park kind of has to tighten the chin strap if they want to stay in contact. Now they've got to do something offensively. There's not been any kind of push for them, and they haven't been able to generate anything.
And yet the talent is there. I think it then becomes the onus of the Saints defense doing so well.
Correct. Very difficult. It's going to be very difficult to run on the Saints this year. I think that's clear. All right, Donaldson,
On the kick.
Hardiman and Bush deep. Another deep, high, soaring kickoff. Take that
It's in the end zone,
In the
yeah.
end zone. Yep.
Yep,
That's
yep.
an automatic touchback in high school. The back does not have the option of running the ball out.
He's
of
got a lot of guts that want to try it, though.
He wants to run. you got to admire that. But
Yep.
again, tremendous kickoff by Sean Donaldson, and in the air, high, all the way inside the end zone. And it's a touchback, so the Hazel Park Vikings will start on their 20-yard line.
And not only has that have great distance, but it's high enough to allow the coverage to come down too.
Again, spread offense from Hazel Park. 2 receivers on each side. Diaz, another low snap, and he is in trouble.
Yep.
And that's happened at least 3 or 4 times that we've seen, Coach.
34 Joe Phillips.
I think
right there.
that one, Diaz, a little bit of a struggle. He's going to come to the sideline. He's kind of holding his left side. That does not look good.
Oh, yes.
But he was crunched pretty thoroughly on that play. Number 12 is the backup quarterback, Ryan Ramsey. And the snap's good this time. Quick throw to number 4, Jarvis Fisher. Completes his first pass. Not bad, coming off the bench.
Number 2, Austin Schweiger.
That'll make it 3rd and about, let's see, 6, maybe 5. Tough position to put your backup quarterback in, but at this point, they got to make something happen. Hazel Park does. Trips to the quarterback's right. Single coverage on the far side.
Trying to get him to jump.
And Ramsey looks to the coach. Gets the play. Snap back to him. Quick pass, knocked away. Good defensive play. I think that was Donaldson.
Number 12, Ryan Ramsey's pass is knocked down by Sean Donaldson.
Yep.
4th down.
Great break on the ball by Donaldson. Kind of came underneath that pass, which you want your linebacker to do. And stuck his hand up there and knocked it away. Schweiger will go deep.
Schweiger deep.
And Hardiman will be back for another punt. Saints have to watch out again for another.
There he goes.
Fake. And a good run. Strong run.
Hardman with
Yep.
the fake. Picks up the first.
Well, you knew they had to do something.
And Hardiman's having a hard time getting up as well. And unfortunately for Hazel Park, that was a hard, strong run, but he's having a hard time getting up. Looks like they're doing the thing that normally indicates cramp.
Cramp,
So
yep.
it doesn't make it feel any better for the player. As we mentioned, Silver Division of the MAC this year looks to be a very, very difficult conference. Marine City, again, a very strong team. We're going to be very interested to see what happens with Marysville and Madison tonight, I think, Coach.
Yep, I think it'll give us an indication of a couple of the other teams.
That's Hardiman on the ground at the 37-yard line. Saints up 19-0. As we wait for Nathaniel to be able to respond to the medical attention. Coach, I understand your JV team, you're coaching this year, and had a little bit of a tough start so far.
Yes, we did. We played, our opening game was against Croslex, and they're a big, physical, powerful group, and they beat us here 26-14. They say you make the biggest adjustment between your first game and second game, and we got beat last night 42-36 with 12 seconds remaining. Hazel Park scored on a pass.
All right, Diaz is back in for Hazel Park. Fakes the handoff.
Nope.
High pass,
no,
short.
Turn around.
And the receiver came back for it, and that happens sometimes.
Yep.
The receiver is able to see the ball before the defensive back does, and came back and found the football.
And that's exactly what happened. You're absolutely right.
And the Saints play looks like mostly man-to-man in the backside, so there's not a lot of help on that, and they're running receivers, and he stops and comes back. So Hazel Park has the ball. Saints 37.
Oh.
That was, I heard you over
I'm
there.
sorry about that. That was an interception and a touchdown.
Yeah. Kriske had a chance to step in front of that, elected instead, and probably correctly, to play the man and make the tackle for the loss. But Coach over here is thinking, oh, there's nothing but a lot of green film.
Oh, from up here it was like, oh, goodness.
2nd and 10 for Hazel Park. Diaz, as we said, back in. Trips right, single coverage on the man to the left, another fake. He's going deep. And you catch that?
That's a little late.
Oh, it's called pass interference on St. Clair. Certainly the side judge looked at it closely.
Yeah.
Let's see this. Evan Kriske running right with him. Boy, I don't know.
I didn't see it.
It was a very good throw.
Yeah, it was an excellent pass.
Well, it's called defensive pass interference.
Yeah.
And,
Interference on St. Clair is
certainly that's something Hazel Park's done a couple times. They load up the far side of the field with 3 receivers, and then they go back to the short side where there's just single coverage, and that they've run something similar to that about 3 or 4 times already tonight.
I saw that in my nightmare last night.
It's an effective play because
It is,
basically
yes, yeah.
you put your best receiver where you know there's going to be single coverage, and it's very effective. Diaz got a lot of room. He wants to run. Good play. Did he catch it? No, he did not.
Looked like he dropped it.
Yeah.
incomplete.
Just
That was a good play.
so what happened there is Diaz forced the linebacker to come up because he was outside, and when the linebacker came up, that uncovered the running back in the flat, but just short and couldn't compete it. That makes it 2nd and 10. Hazel Park's on the Saints 22 or 23. And the Saints will look to keep the Vikings out of the end zone, which they've done successfully so far this game. Spread receivers, 2 on each side. In motion. Faked
Fumble.
another bad snap, and Diaz had to fall on it. And it just kills the drive. It's going to be 3rd and looks to be about 15 now. It's just tough when you have those plays, and absolutely nothing you can do as a quarterback except try to fall on the ball as quickly as possible.
Yep, that's all you can do. Not a thing you can do beyond that.
Hazel Park, 3rd and 15 on the Saints 27. Three receivers to the right. Diaz takes up the middle, but corralled nicely. Fumble, and let's see. St. Clair's indicating they have it. No indication from the referee. And St. Clair ball. Took a long time to decide that.
Kriske ended up with the ball.
It's always who's meanest at the bottom of the pile. Gets the ball.
That's right, exactly right.
All right, Diaz takes it up, but from behind, it looked like that might have been 76. Luther knocked the ball out, and that ball was bouncing around again. And Evan Kriske, who's had himself quite a game, 2 touchdowns and now fumble recovery, and the Saints take over. Looks 16 or so. Ruba, short gain.
Ruba with the carry, tackled by number 50, Eric Dupree.
Dupree with a tackle for Hazel Park. Maybe a yard for Ruba. 4 minutes, 25 seconds here, 3rd quarter. Saints up 19-0. Gleason in motion to Schwieger. Long pass.
There he is.
Lenarski just kind of over the wrong shoulder. And
Lenarski
unfortunately kind of let him out of bounds.
Third down.
That was there. Just tough to catch that pass when you're looking one way and then having to go back and look the other. Third down now and 9. Saints will be deep in their own territory in this one. And I suppose as a coach, you're thinking, do I want to get ambitious and risky with this or not?
The other way.
I didn't see an indication of what the penalty was, but the Saints got 5 yards marked off, so now it's 2nd and 20. Ruba comes left and gets about 2 yards back of it.
Air 2-3. Third down.
Maybe make that third down now, and they're saying 17. And I would expect the Saints to be pretty conservative here.
Yeah, only bad things can happen down this close to your own goal line.
Gleason gets the play call. Goes back to the huddle. I didn't really see what that penalty was for. It must have been an illegal substitution or something. It was dead ball foul. Gleason. No, they are going to throw. And he just threw it away. Well defense by Hazel Park, and that was actually a smart play by a senior quarterback right there. No reason to put that up for grabs, and Brady made sure threw it well over the receiver and accepts the punt. Lenarski will line up deep for the punt. Now, it's important there's a good snap on this one. You got to think that Hazel Park, if they have a punt block, that this is the time they're going to try to do it. Lenarski.
Nope.
High punt. And it hit him in the air. There's a flag down on the play.
There's a flag on the field.
And I think that's going to be on Hazel Park, it looks like. Actually, there's a couple flags on the play. I don't know if they caught the same. Let's see if we can see what happened here. Right there. Kind of a, and then a push from behind.
Yeah.
I think the first block was legal, but the second one, the push from behind, was not. So that'll be either, I would think, unsportsmanlike conduct and 15 yards back towards the Hazel Park goal. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left. Saints lead 19-0. 2 scores by Evan Krusky and then a pair of field goals from Sean Donaldson. You're watching St. Clair Saints football here on community television, CTV in St. Clair. And here comes the mark-off. I think the coaches from Hazel Park are questioning the call, but I don't think it was the original block. I think it was the follow-up push in the back that that caused the infraction.
I agree with that. Now, if he just would give us a signal.
Not entirely sure what that meant. We will check our handy-dandy referee guide.
We had a substitution infraction.
Wow.
Now the referee Well, still haven't figured out. And obviously in high school, there's no mic on the referee, so we have absolutely no clue what happened there. We thought we saw an unsportsmanlike penalty for unnecessary roughness, but who knows? Result is Hazel Park
Apparently we were the only
football.
two that saw it.
Yep. Diaz looking for a little bit of room, squeezes through, gets about 5, 6. Good run that time by the quarterback Diaz.
That's what happens. You drop back to pass and it spreads out the defense, and if you can find a spot, he's quick enough to gain some yardage.
Second down and 2 for Hazel Park. Bush, and he gets a nice cutback as well. And first down for Hazel Park. And Hazel Park has gained yardage tonight. They've moved the ball well between, say, the 220s. They just have not been able to push it in the red zone. Quick snap, and again, Bush. And good speed to the outside.
With the carry, tackled by Phillips.
And tackled by Phillips and Ethan White. And that was good speed to the outside.
They've had that all night. They've just been usually bottled up at the line.
All right, they're going to call that second and less than a yard for Hazel Park. There's a snap to Diaz. And he fumbles.
There it is.
And it's picked up by St. Clair. And it's just been Hazel Park tonight. They get some positive thing happening, and that time it wasn't even caused by contact, I don't think. He just, let's watch this. Quarterback Diaz.
Fumble is recovered by number 88, Logan Kleeman.
Logan Kleeman with a recovery.
St. Clair.
Now, that's the end of the play. You can see the St. Clair player, but I believe the fumble just was
just came
handled
off
by,
his hand.
the quarterback, kind of went off his leg, and Kleeman was there. Gleason now. Nice catch. Officer Schweiger. Short pass, about 4 yards that time. Saints on their own 40, second and about 6. And you do have to like this offense the Saints have. There's a large variety. They use a lot of people, and they have a good variety of plays.
And if you stop one part of it, they still have the others.
Gleason under center this time.
Ooh.
Ruba quickly through, and he's got an opening. Brendan Ruba down the sideline. Touchdown.
Don't pull it. There you go.
And as you said earlier, Coach, when he gets open like that, you're probably not going to catch him. Watch this replay. Great play again. Ruba, he's got about a 2-yard gain there, and he extends the lead. And as fast as Fisher is, he's not catching Brendan Ruba. Touchdown, St. Clair. And that's fitting. Brendan's had a tremendous night tonight and capped it off with I think that's about a 60-yard touchdown run. Donaldson now with the extra point.
60-yard touchdown run.
And up and through for the extra point.
1:32 to go. St. Clair 26, Hazel Park 0.
And that makes it 26-0 for St. Clair. And this is about the time where it's going to be difficult for Hazel Park. And you kind of just expected that. There had been a couple plays where Ruba was very close.
Just close, yep.
And Saints got to be very happy. Two strong plays, Kruski and Ruba, and the Saints put up 13 quick points here in the start of the second half, and they pulled away to a 26-0 lead as we come down to the last minute 32 of the third quarter. Donaldson will kick off. He's got to get a little tired between the kickoffs and the PATs. He's been out there quite a bit.
And he only plays offense and defense.
And
Other than that, he's fine. Yeah.
Bush and Hardiman deep. Donaldson. Another
Look
strong
at that. Oh, my
line
goodness.
drive.
Go out.
And into,
There, into the end zone. Yep.
I believe. Yes. Nope.
See, he from that angle, he can't tell.
We'll have to see what.
He's
if
going to
they-
have to get help from right here.
The referee threw the flag because if it goes out of bounds before it goes in the end zone, it's a procedure play.
He's going to pick it up.
But he's going to pick it up because the referee
Yep,
on the
there it
sideline said it was good.
Yep.
The flag is picked up. Touchback.
Watch the velocity off this kick, though.
Thing.
Yeah, the camera's having a hard time keeping up with it. And you can see there, if it bounces over the pylon, it's good. And that did. And that makes a big difference. Getting the ball
Well,
on
huge
the
difference, yeah.
35 versus the 20.
And we just came off a series where, had they not fumbled, Hazel Park was making progress here.
Well, I think the conclusion is that Hazel Park has some quality players. They've run up against a very, very, very good defense in St. Clair tonight. Diaz rolls right and gets about 5 yards. That's been maybe his most effective play as he, as you say, spreads people out and then goes and makes a quick run. Let's give him 4, make it 2nd and 6.
Jake Gabriel, Jason St. James in the game for the Saints defensive line.
Diaz in the pistol. Good snap this time. Quick pitch. And
Swing pass
good
to
run.
Number 7, Patrick
White
Knocked out of bounds
broke the
by
first tackle.
Phillips.
And let's see, looks like a first down.
I agree with what you just said.
First down for Hazel Park. White rolls to his left. Throws it, and that was a little bit behind
Pass
White.
is incomplete.
But Hazel Park has a nice group of receivers. Bush is a quality running back. Diaz has made some nice plays. But they've just gotten close and then done something
Yep.
to hurt themselves. Saints defense. 2nd and 10 now for Hazel Park. Trips to the left. Kanan Aho is to the right. Single coverage for him. Diaz. Screen and quickly picked up. Was that Schmidt again?
Pass is incomplete
Nope.
intended for Ralph Glick. Third
That
down.
was Gedeke, Aiden
Yep,
Gedeke with a
Gedeke.
good play. Smelled out that screen pass, and there was no place for him to go. That'll make it 3rd and 10.
That was really well done because he had a group of blockers there.
Again, trips left. Diaz rolls that way, and he gets enough for a first down.
Diaz scrambles and picks up the first down.
Matt Diaz, junior quarterback.
Near the 46.
And he's making good ground with his feet.
He's quick.
Down to 20 seconds left here, 3rd quarter. See if they get another play off. And a snap. Quick throw. And
Diaz
complete
slings
to
out number
White
7,
for about 8 yards. And 2nd and 2 for Hazel Park once we come back. But let's, at the break here in the 3rd quarter, go back to the studio for another word from our sponsors.
choice is yours at St. Clair Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Choose better service.
Choose more for your trade.
Because we really do care in St. Clair.
Choose a better car buying experience when you shop 3 brands under one roof at St. Clair Chevrolet Buick GMC, where you'll get all your rebates and the lowest price, plus free pickup and delivery to your home or office.
We are St. Clair County's highest volume dealer.
Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Just minutes from everywhere.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Start of the fourth quarter. John Carter along with Coach Denny White. Saints lead Hazel Park 26-0, the first home game for the Saints. And it's been a dominating defensive performance so far tonight.
It's been an outstanding defense for the Saints. Yep.
Second down and about 3 or 4 for Hazel Park. They're on the Saints 47. Diaz has been very effective running the ball here lately. That one's to Bush, but he's quickly tackled. Let's see if we can grab that number. 52, I think that's Herbert.
Herbert, yep.
And he's had a couple good plays this evening. Shot the gap and nowhere at all for Bush to go that time. That'll make it 3rd and about 4. You have to think again, 4 down territory for Hazel Park. Diaz. Quick throw.
Ooh.
And boy, again, closing quickly was St. Clair. I think that was Lenarski.
Lenarski, yep.
And Jared's got the foot speed you like to see at defensive back. But makes a tackle. Held it to about a 2.5-yard gain. So it's going to be 4th and 2, maybe, for Hazel Park. And except for Diaz with quarterback scrambles, they've had no running attack at all tonight. No. Jalen Wallace is back there with Diaz. Diaz, quick pitch, Wallace. And I don't think he got to the 45, which is where he needed to go. And what happened there is they blew that up so quickly, made the quarterback pitch it very quickly. Nope. The Saints will take over on downs, and again, great job for the Saints defense, and they've been, as I said, just absolutely dominant. Pitching a shutout so far through the first 38 minutes.
Again, and I keep going back to that it's not like Hazel Park doesn't have talent and skill.
Gleason in the pistol, Ruba behind him. Gleason looking deep. Out there, catching it. Is that Lenarski? Touchdown, St. Clair. Beautiful throw from Gleason. Perfectly led Jared Lenarski. But take it back. He must have stepped out of bounds. Let's watch. This is just a beautiful pass by Gleason. Lenarski has a step, and you can see he's out of bounds just a little bit.
Yeah, that's when he starts to jog. Yep.
He knew it. But very nice completion, and Lenarski showed his quickness both on the defensive end and the offensive end there. And it's nice to have a quarterback like Brady Gleason who can do that.
It is nice to be able to have someone with a strong enough arm to put it as far as you can run.
Ruba. Yeah, so goes. Hole up the middle, gets another 6-7 yards, hard running. And despite the injuries on the Saints' offensive line, this second half in particular, they've done a very nice job.
They really
have.
They've moved the ball
Hazel
really
Park.
well.
Ruba's deep. Ellis. Ruba has it again to the left.
Right there.
Touchdown inside the pylon, and Brendan Ruba with his second touchdown in a row. From 11 yards out. And this is a nice fake by Gleason, Coach. Fakes it to Ellis. Good block downfield by...
Cut back right there.
By 86, that's Smith again.
Josh Schmidt has had an outstanding night, both offensively and defensively.
And Donaldson on for another after PAT. Snaps down, and the kick is up and good.
Still looking for ticket number 004535.
Brendan Ruba, 11-yard touchdown run, capped off by a Donaldson PAT, and the Saints lead at 33-0. And it's everything really, Coach. This defense has given the short field for the offense many times already tonight, and the offense now is really starting to take advantage of it.
Absolutely right, yeah.
Hazel Park's starting to wear down a bit.
We're down, yep.
Donaldson one more time when they kick off. Another long, deep kick at the goal line. Good run. Number 3 is Cananado, and back out to the 27. Nice return, 27,
nice
28
return.
yard. Saints defense now will look to continue its strong play. And you can see there's just been, and the coaches do a tremendous job, Coach Bishop, Coach Griffin, moving players in and out, getting them experience, but also keeping their starters rested. Donaldson gets a breather here. And he's had a full day tonight. Trips to the right. Single receiver, far side. Quick throw, that's going to be just short.
Yeah, and this is what you're going to have to do now in order to try to catch up. And that opens it up for the Saints secondary to pick off one of these and run it back.
Number 14, Bo Becker is in. And number 76, Nate Luther is in. And the Tubas are still here.
And that's right. I think they're getting taller tuba players.
Second down at 10 from the 28. Diaz back in the pistol. That was probably illegal procedure by Hazel Park. No play. Now send him back 5 yards. I think the other thing that happens, and you can see just by the number of players, that Hazel Park has a number of kids that go both ways, and at this time of the game, you start to wear down a bit.
Well, and like you had just said, they don't seem to replace them for a break very often, like the Saints do. And so, yeah, the fourth quarter, they're pretty tired.
Trips to the quarterback's left, single receiver to the right. Bush in the backfield. Quick throw. And take that back. It wasn't Bush. That was to Jalen Ellis, number 20. And he picked up, looks like 2 yards. And he'll make it third and about 15 for Hazel Park. Diaz takes a snap. Long pass. And just out of the reach of number 7, Patrick White. Danny Saligan was in coverage. He's another sophomore on the team. And that'll make it 4th and 15. And I think this one Hazel Park will have to punt. Mason Speech is deep. Ethan White deep. Short punt.
Whoa.
Stay away from it again.
Get out of bounds.
And that's going to be caught on the bounce at the 35-yard line. And it'll be Saints football. And see, I think Brady Gleason brings the team back out. Aiden McCartney. Timeout St. Clair. Not sure what story was. Jaden Simonian is in as well. Number of new players on the field, and not surprisingly, it might not be quite the precision you would expect from the first team.
No, and the Saints offense has a number of different formations. And so if you've not played for a while, it gets confusing.
Well, and you get excited. First time get a chance to play in, and not a bad idea. Call timeout, get everybody on the same page.
Well, you're playing at home. The band's here. The place is packed. It's Hall of Fame night. Yep, a lot to be excited about.
Gleason has him held it up. Simonian comes this way. Number 48, Aiden McCartney to the left. That's Ellis. Good spin and down to the 25. Luke Ellis with a strong run, and he's very close to a first down. And they're going to mark him at the 26. So be about a yard short. Second down. 2nd and 1. Down to about 8.5 minutes. Fourth quarter. Saints lead 33-0. Vinny Richardson deep. He gets the handoff and pulled down nicely. That was number 52. We've called his name a couple times tonight. Connor Johnson, good tackle. Knocks down Vinny Richardson. And it'll stay 3rd and about 1. And the Saints are perfectly happy at this point just to run the clock, have running plays. They'll probably run it again here. Gleason. Hands off to Ellis. He's got some room. And Luke Ellis with a 6 or 7 yard gain. And he's all the way down to inside the 20, down to about the 17. And
very shifty runner.
Yep, in that kind of thankless fullback position, Luke Ellis getting a couple times to run the ball. Number 23, Ethan White comes in. Oh, and I think Luke Ellis is going to get a chance to play quarterback.
Yep.
That's quite the promotion, fullback to quarterback. He's pretty excited about that, I expect.
He was the starter all year last year on the JV. Of course, he was a freshman.
Yeah, he's sophomore.
Yep.
Ellis.
Oops.
And that's one of the problems when you bring in a new quarterback is that quarterback-center exchange, and haven't had a chance to practice it at all. But Saints have Hazel Park pinned down to about the 17-yard line, and with 7:11 left, Saints lead 33-0. Hazel Park, you know they'd love to score at least once.
Yes, yep.
And I think that's a timeout called by St. Clair again. Want to make sure of their alignment. And just as much Hazel Park would want to score, you know St. Clair would like
Doesn't want that to happen.
throw the shutout.
Absolutely right.
So next week, St. Clair will take on Madison, again, another home game. And it'll be very interesting to see that they certainly look to be one of the stronger teams in the league, and we'll find out after their game against Marysville tonight. But Madison, I think the last couple of years we had to play them down there, and this time they've got to come up to St. Clair.
A different story completely.
And it's just tough because you're going to be in the bus for an hour and a half, and then you're going to, you got to leave early from school. It's disruptive to play this far away, and for teams like Madison and Hazel Park here that are all the way down on 696, it's a trek getting back up here.
It's a trek getting down there.
That's true. Works both ways.
It does.
Diaz hands it off. That's number 20, Jalen Wallace, and nowhere for him to go. Good play again by the Saints defense. And there's just not, except for the scrambles by Diaz, as we said, there's just no room for their running backs. Donaldson comes back in. This is number 12, Ryan Ramsey, in at quarterback for Hazel Park, replacing Diaz. Hands it off to Wallace. Wallace breaks a tackle and gets up to the 27-28, very close to a first down. And I think they're going to give it to him. Bo Becker with the tackle. And it will be a first down with 6 minutes, 23 seconds left for Hazel Park. Ramsey. That looked a little bit off. Ball was fumbled. Now pitch to Ramsey. That's the second time they've done that. And I think the quarterback union is going to make a phone call to the running back saying, no.
Let's not do that anymore. I give it to you. Don't give it back.
So watch this as the running back, we saw the running back fumble the ball, and then he, in a bit of a panic, pitched it back to the quarterback and lost another 6 or 7 yards and got your quarterback hit.
That's how the quarterback got hurt the first time, wasn't he?
Yes, I think it was. Third down now, 18. Ramsey. Good throw.
Ooh, yeah.
Boy, he just uncorked about a 40-yarder that just overthrew Kanan Aho, and strong arm for Ryan Ramsey, the backup quarterback who's only a sophomore. Make it 4th and 18, and once again, given the field position, even with this time of the game, pretty much required for Hazel Park to punt the ball. Number 17, Elijah Gomez, will punt it. Remember, a little snap, and little punt, but it actually got a great bounce and goes out of bounds at the 50.
I get a nice roll on that one that time.
Saints will have possession. See if Luke Ellis comes back in. Looks like he will to run the offense. 5 minutes left. You know, Luke would dearly love to have a nice drive here and have the second team offense put some points on the board. I think Hazel Park called timeout that time. I'm not sure they had the right number of people on the field. Or if they did, it was right at the last moment. So, and there's no reason to save the timeouts at this point.
Nope.
So the Saints have a number of new players in there. Luke Ellis at quarterback. We see Vinny Richardson at tailback. Aiden McCartney's one of the wide receivers, Simone in the other. Ethan White's in offense here, I think, for the first time tonight. And actually, as a coach, you love this, where you're able to get kids some meaningful time, have your starters on the bench where they can't get hurt, especially with a big game against Madison coming up next week. Ellis under center. Hands it off. Richardson cuts it upfield, got some room. Then Vinny Richardson with a nice run, 12 or 13 yards.
The penalty.
15 yards, there's a flag on the play.
Saw the yellow flag fly. I don't think Hazel Park ever got set here. Richardson gets outside on a simple handoff. Good block there from White. And Richardson all the way down inside the 40. I guess they picked up the flag again. And it'll be first down for St. Clair. Early season for the referees as well.
That's right. Yes, it is.
Ellis under center. Gives it away to Richardson again. This time to the right. Richardson gets about 2 or 3.
Richardson picks up a couple. Tackled by number 4, Jarvis Fisher.
And we've just seen a number of St. Clair backs who've done a nice job running tonight.
Well, and Vinny Richardson is one of those speed merchants too. So you add his speed to Kruski's speed and Lenarski's speed.
And Ruba's speed.
And Ruba's speed.
And Schweiger's speed.
Schweiger.
Yeah. No, it's a team with some possibilities there.
It is.
Here's White. He bounces off one hit and he gets inside the 30-yard line to about the 29. That'll make it third and about 3. Clock's running down. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. Here in the fourth quarter. Saints up 33-0. You're watching St. Clair Saints football here on CTV, Community Television in St. Clair. John Carter along with Denny White. As always, our crack technical crew in the truck, in the trailer. Ellis under center. And again,
there's the ball.
Fumbled it, but actually managed to
Moved
fall
it forward, yeah.
Yep.
Recovered by Ellis.
And it'll be, let's see, about fourth and 3, I think, this time. And Saints call timeout. Again, you can't save the timeouts.
Nope.
And actually, bringing back the starters, and I feel a Gleason to Schweiger pass here coming. Oh no, they're going to try a long field goal.
Yes, it is long.
Why not? From the 35, so 45-yard field goal for Sean Donaldson. Good snap.
Nope.
Not that time. Didn't quite get it. And Sean, as always, we'll tell you, we'll show you very clearly what he's thinking and how he feels about things. But good try. Why not? And
sure.
You never know at some point when you're down by 2 and from the 15 or 20-yard line, and a field goal sounds like a good idea to win a game. But that one was kind of duck hook left, so didn't work, but certainly a worthy effort. Saints defense back on the field. Hazel Park, Ramsey in the backfield. Wallace. And not much there. Number 64, Larry Keelan in on the play, along with a host of other players.
64, Larry Keelan.
Number 62, Jake Gabriel comes in, replacing Donaldson and Keelan. 48, Aiden McCartney comes out as well. Ramsey going deep again. Oh boy, he had it.
Oh, he did.
That was some pretty good speed right there. That was number 7, I believe, Patrick White, and that ball was there. Let's see. It's a very good throw by Ramsey. And you can see the speed of that receiver. Oh boy, that was actually Kanan Aho, and that was catchable. Good throw by Ramsey. Wallace tries to get out to the outside and just swarmed under. Number 26, Mason Spisa, again with a good play. Really attacked the ball. And that makes it 4th and about 9. And I think Hazel Park will probably, I don't know what Hazel Park will do here. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field, 4th and 9. From their own 28, why not? Trips right. I'm not sure if they got that off in time or another.
Somebody moved.
Somebody moved. Really good procedure. And I'll make it 4th and 14. And let's see what they intend to do this time. And they're still look like they're going for it. Ramsey feeds back again. He catch that?
Did he catch
Great
it?
Catch.
Oh my goodness.
Great catch. Good
Yep, he
defense
did.
by St. Clair.
Yes.
But a beautiful throw and a great catch again. That's Kanan Aho. And he dropped the one previously, but that was a really good catch. Watch this, folks. Good throw by Ramsey. And look at the job the receiver does.
Great coverage.
Comes back inside. Good play. Ramsey gives it to Wallace. Up the middle. It's got a hole.
Uh-oh.
And tackled at the 10. Good run by number 20, Jalen Wallace. And Saints obviously expecting a pass, and Wallace burst up the middle with a very good play. 1st and 10, just outside the 10. Wallace again. And look at the strength of Wallace all the way down to just outside the goal line. And that will be marked at about the 1. Really good run by Jalen Wallace, 2 in a row. A minute to play, and Hazel Park knocking on the door. Wallace, and he's in. Touchdown, Hazel Park. And credit that to Jalen Wallace and Kanan Aho, who made a great catch to get him down there, and Hazel Park scores.
Yeah, that catch on 4th down made all the difference in the world.
Just another good, strong run by Wallace, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Under a minute to play. Hazel Park will go for 2. Got to think they'll give it to Wallace again. Yes, no, faked. Ramsey. And he's in for the 2-point conversion. And that'll make it 33-8. And I know the coaches aren't happy with that, but they'll give them something to talk about at film.
Yes, plus it's an opportunity to discuss adjustments with your second line players, because that's who was in the game. And if they've done something wrong strategically or structurally, then this is a perfect time. Otherwise, you don't ever get to see them because it doesn't happen in practice.
And you build on that for later in the year and
Yes.
the next year. So certainly the Saints didn't want to give up the touchdown, but at 33-0, it's not crucial at this point.
And based upon all these guys standing on the sideline unable to play, it's good to get other people experience.
Boscher Schweiger's getting waved off the field. You know he wants to return kick.
He does, yes, he does.
And the coach going, no. 53 seconds with a 25-point
Nice
lead.
try. Yeah.
You're not going out there. Sorry. Short kick. I think that was offsides by Hazel Park. And they'll have to a re-kick. Well, certainly one of the things, Saints have to get healthy this week and see if we can have a bunch of those players who have been in jerseys on the sideline be ready to play.
Too many starters standing on the sideline, unable to play, yes.
And the Saints have built up impressive depth, but you still want your best players available.
Yes.
Especially when you get to the Marine Cities and Marysvilles of the schedule a little later on this fall.
And Madison, after their success last year, you have to wonder.
Yep. Elijah Gomez will be kicking off, this time from the 35. Expect a squib kick again. Short one. Well placed, but out of bounds. And this time the Saints will be able to accept it there, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And with 53 seconds left, you got to think that this will be a couple runs up the middle, and that'll be about it. But really dominant, impressive performance by the Saints defense keyed this victory.
Absolutely, and they have talked all fall about how strong the defense was, and this was a perfect example of how good it is. And if the defense holds them into the game long enough, then the offense is explosive enough. They just keep trying, and something's going to pop and break. And tonight was one of those examples. 33 points is a pretty good showing. And this is not a bad Hazel Park team that you would say.
No, we have seen some teams that like New Haven last year that just wasn't competitive. This team has got some talent and is competitive, but the Saints really did a nice job in really all phases of the game.
Yeah, I think that one of the few things that the coaches are going to be able to talk about is the penalties.
Right. That was Ethan White off the right side for a gain, minimal gain. But again, from the coach's standpoint, a lot of kids have caught the ball, have carried the ball tonight, and that bodes well for later on in the year.
It definitely does. It also makes it, this is a real team victory because you participated in front of your home fans, in front of your parents and your friends, and it's a nice feeling to have.
All right, 12 seconds, last play of the game. Probably be a kneel down here for Luke Ellis, who's had a good game himself, and the Saints come away with their second victory of the season. They beat Hazel Park 33-8, and let's also mention, Coach, some really good running by Brendan Ruba and Evan Christie.
Absolutely, very, very powerful running. A lot of individual effort.
Okay, everybody, Saints, as I said, victorious 33-8. We'll see you next week as the Saints take on Madison. Good night, everybody.
This CTV Sports presentation has been brought to you by St. Clair Chevy, Buick GMC, We Care. By Murphy Inn Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair. By North Star Bank, North Star guiding the way. By Neiman's Family Market. By St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware. And by CTV Community TV in Marine City in St. Clair.